Has China overtaken the EU in terms of investment in African infrastructure? A recent tweet praised China for its investment in a hydroelectric plant under construction in Angola. This project is part of China's huge infrastructure plan, the so-called Belt and Road Initiative, or the New Silk Road. The Twitter user claimed that the EU is doing nothing of that sort for Africa. What is really happening with European investment in Africa? Long the biggest investor in Africa, the EU's position has been challenged in recent years. To a certain extent, it's true that the EU has been a little absent, while China has been building railways, roads, ports, power plants in developing countries. Because, during many decades, the EU's development policy was more centered on combating poverty. This is why, in 2021, the EU launched what can be seen as a response to China's Belt and Road Initiative. Called Global Gateway, the plan seeks to connect the world, for example by building roads, power lines, airports and communication cables, just like China's immense project. The EU's first Global Gateway initiative is targeting Africa. The investment package accounts for half of the budget, and one of the aims is to promote green energy. For example, by 2030, the EU intends to support the deployment of at least 50 gigawatts of renewable electricity in Africa. So, the Chinese hydroelectric plant in Angola, that the tweet is referring to, has many similar projects financed by Europe. The current focus on large-scale infrastructure represents a return to an earlier policy. Two of the EU's stated goals are to secure global supply chains and to remain competitive. The world's superpowers are vying for Africa's scarce natural resources. China is a much bigger lender than investor in African countries, and on a global scale, the continent only receives a minor share of global foreign investment. In short, Europe is indeed building infrastructure in Africa. With the Global Gateway, Europe has started to challenge China's Belt and Road Initiative, as focus has been shifted from combating poverty to building infrastructure in developing countries.